And the other thing that I've got to do is this wire right here is our backup camera. So I have a new backup camera system I'm putting in. So I need to get those wires all ran and everything down through here too before I put all this back together. Hey everybody, welcome to Tigner Adventures. My name is David and we have another project. Continuing on our mission to get this 94 Holiday Rambler Diesel Pusher up and ready for us to move into has been, a lot of different projects, and I've got so many things in the works that are kind of, you undo one thing and it's in preparation to do something else that does something else, and I don't know. It's like building a house. You almost need a Gantt chart so that you can lay out all the things that have to be done. We used to do that when I was in the networking business. We'd lay out, putting in a whole new building, all the different things that had to be done. I almost feel like I should be doing that here too, so I don't get lost on what I'm doing. But you'll notice behind me is where the stereo system is, and we have a different video on all that and the wiring that's going up through the ceiling of the rig. So we've already got that pulled out. So while that's pulled out, I'm gonna hurry and wire in our next little project. Now, if you recall, on our old rig, we did a review on a backup camera, and we have been using that for over 2 years now. We really love that backup camera, so we have purchased it again. And we're going to install that into this rig so that we can have the same setup. So I'm going to show you how that all works out. But if you notice right here, I've got all the lights pulled out and all the wiring exposed there, because that's where I have to pull the backup camera wire down through there. So at the first of the video, you'll notice that I followed the backup camera wire up into here, and I could hear it kind of rattling around right here. So what it does is it goes there and goes into this air conditioning plenum area, and it runs the whole length of the rig. So here's where the cap was that I had to take off to expose all the light fixture stuff. You can see the wire running through there. And back here in the bedroom, it's coming out of that plenum, and it's going through a hole right here that goes to the actual backup camera in the back. So we're going to be replacing that and getting all that wire run up to the front to the new monitor. Now, I've got such a mess in this motorhome that everything's just all tore out and laying around everywhere. So if I kind of turn the camera here, you can see all the lighting stuff's all been tore out and is hanging out there. The stereo system's all hanging out. Been redoing a bunch of that, redoing wires, drilling holes in the roof. In the meantime, I also took a break and had to get the solar mounted and everything. So, you have this whole playlist right up here that you can check out of all the different little projects that we're doing. But right now, we want to work on the backup camera. Now, I'm sitting in the driver's seat right now, and this is the backup video right there that you can see. So that's an old CRT type screen, like an old TV screen. The new one I'm going to put in is LED, but if you look there, the brackets are almost the same, and at least, it'll mount right up into that same area. And if you look behind this here, the CRT is what we call them. Anyway, it goes up into there. So there's this gray wire right here that's going to come out of there. It goes up into that hole right up there. Now you can see I've cleared these wires out, and you can see that I found that coming up there. And I followed it around, and this is the wire that came from that monitor, and you can kind of hear it. So it does go up inside here. And so that's what I've traced over here into this area. So I got to pull the new wire through there. Now, since I'm getting a little short on space here as to where to store everything, I've got the new backup camera right here. Whoops. And so the thing I really love about this is this screen. So this one here It's a 9-inch display, so you get lots of display area. I don't know if you can kind of see that so it don't reflect too much, but it's really nice LED. It's really not very heavy, so it'll hang up there just fine. And it does come with this bracket right here, so we will mount that up in there, and then that way we can mount that display right there, right up where the old one is at. And so when I'm driving, it's easy enough to just kind of glance up, especially when I'm turning from right to left. You know, I like to glance at the screen a little bit, and I can kind of do that while I'm still got my eye on the road, where right now I kind of have to look. It's on Beulah, it's down to the right here, so I got to kind of glance down there a little bit to see if there's anybody on the sides of me or anything, but it works out really nice. And I'll tell you, when I was driving this back from Wisconsin without that, whoa, that was just way different. So I really like having the cameras on there. And if you want to get the in-depth breakout of unboxing and everything and what comes with this whole setup, just check out this playlist or this video right here, because I did a complete review of this camera 2 years ago and how we installed it within Beulah. Now, it was a lot more work than, you know, what it's going to take to get the, at least get the wire from the back to the front in this particular rig. So things are a little different, but in a lot of ways it's a lot better. Now, they do have this really nice display that shows exactly how you wire everything up. And the biggest thing that we're going to have to be kind of paying attention to is, I mean, this one goes into the little LED screen, and there's plenty of wire here to get it down the column right here down below where the side things will come in. But the issue is going to be that my backup camera's coming in up here, so it's going to have to go down that column also so it can plug into one of these. Now, one of the things I liked about this was that each one of these camera connections here does have a trigger wire. And what that means is, like, I hook that up to my blinker, so when I hit my left blinker, then the view changes to be that left camera, so I can see what's coming up alongside of me. And so that works out really well. So each one of these have a trigger wire. Whether we use them or not is another thing. And then there's also continuous power, and then there's just a continuous battery backup. Basically, that's keeping the date and time and everything in the LED. And then we have the ignition piece that ties into turning the camera off and on when we're going to be driving and things, so that it only is recording while we're actually driving. You can set it up so it's always pulling power and always recording on all the cameras, but you know, that does take power from your battery, and then you can run your batteries down. So it works better to have it on a key, so it's only being used when you're driving, and it records all 4 cameras on the SD card. So it's really nice in case something happens, like that little accident that we had here. If I would have had this, I could have proved that that guy tried to outrun me, and that's what really kind of caused the problem. He could have easily, I mean, you always see rigs that drift over and they, and you just kind of back off and let them go back to where they're going to go, or they go across, whatever. Maybe they're turning to the left without signaling and just didn't see you. But this guy tried to outrun me, and so we hit him. And yes, it was my fault because I didn't see him. And the camera here, you know, would have showed that he tried to outrun me, but it also showed him coming up on my left, so I would have seen it, so I would have had a lot better chance of not hitting him. And that's kind of the plan, especially when you get into city driving. It gets really kind of stressful trying to navigate changing all the lanes on the freeway and getting over to those exits, you know. And just to kind of point out, they do come out with 4 rolls of wire. 2 of these are 60 feet and 2 are 30 feet, so plenty of wire. And if you watch that video when I did Beulah, I had coils of this that are all stacked underneath the steering column because I had so much wire left over. So this should give us enough that we can pull it to that backup camera and all the way down this column to get to where all the other camera connections will be, so that'll work out really well. And then these also have trigger wires on them too, and so you can set those up accordingly. There is a backup lead, and in this case I'm not going to hook it up for the backup one here, but the backup lead on the camera, or the LED thing, you know, plugs into the backup. When I put it into reverse, kicks on the back lights, then that turns on the rear view camera that is back there, and I can kind of watch what's going on back there, and it puts those nice little colored lines and everything, like what you're used to seeing on a car or anything else when you go into backup mode. So it does all that, and so it kind of just modernizes this whole setup. So you can see I've pulled that out. That's what it looks like. So need to clean that up a little bit and figure out how we're going to mount the new piece in there, so that when we're sitting here we have a good view of what's going on. All right, so here's the monitor, and this is the bracket that came with the monitor. To start with, I'm going to go ahead and take one of these screws I just pulled out, put in this middle hole, put it back up there, and then I can go ahead and screw this on and then see what the view is. Comes with these little screws that screw in the side here, so we're good that way. So that's basically how that's going to go. Okay, so I think that'll work really well. I like it. It's pointing the right direction anyway, and other than having a longer bracket and having it down more in my way, this stays out of my way, so I kind of like that. I can easily be just driving here and just kind of glance up at it while I still have my main eyes on the road. So this will work out really well. So that's good. So now we just got to run that wire up above there. Okay, well, that's come up through there. It's got just enough play in it so we can hook to it. Now we just have to pull the other wire up over here, and then we can connect them together. Got the cable laid out here. And you know, I just want to point out, the main thing is, here's the camera. This is what's going to mount on the back of the rig. So on this, there is a male connector right here on the camera. So this cord right here has two ends to it. And you got to make sure you get the female end that's going to end up back with the camera so they can go together. So if you don't, then you have to pull it all the way back out, which in this case wouldn't be too big of a deal. But when I did it underneath the rig of Beulah, I was crawling all under there and trying to route it everywhere, and it was a real hassle. So just be aware of that when you're pulling the ends of the cables, which ones go with what. But I'm going to just tape this together and use the existing wire as a pull wire to kind of guide it back. It shouldn't take too much pressure to pull on it, because it's all wiggling around really easy. So, okay, when you tape these wires together to pull them, you want to make it as smooth as you can here so that it doesn't catch on anything as you're pulling it through. So I'm just going to go ahead and just pull right up above here is this wire here. So I'm just kind of pulling it through there. We're going to pull it outside, hook everything up, and then pull it back. And then we'll leave some slack up in there a little bit. I don't know if we have to get up in here at all. Well, I don't think this was the original camera, and it's kind of a sloppy silicone job here. But basically, we're going to take a knife and just go right down the sides all the way around this piece, and this will just lift out of here. All right, so I've cut all around this, and then the biggest thing here, I don't know if I can do this one-handed or not, but basically, oh, look at that. So I guess I cut it well enough. So yeah, that just comes out of there. That is the cover, and that's what it looks like. So the biggest thing is we'll just have to clean out that silicone right there, and then we should be able to pull our wire straight out. All right, I had to clean this out just a little bit, make that hole bigger, but there. All right, now it's just barely big enough, but I got that to come through there. All right, I have some of these little push rods I'm going to use. We've got wires that's got to go up and wires that's got to go down. So the first one that I'm doing is, since we're working on the backup camera right now, this is the pigtail that came with the camera, and all the cameras and connections are going to be down here, so down underneath. So this will go up through that column and screw into the LED camera that I have mounted up here, and then all this will be down below. So the first thing I got to do is pull this up, and then I've got some other projects going with wires, and I'll turn around and pull those back down, so all those wires come down through that same column. So it should work out pretty good once I figure out how it's being run. There's a lot of room under there, so it's not too bad. I'm gonna just take this apart. Pull that up in here. Hopefully we'll have enough. I'm gonna push that right up into here. I'm gonna go this way. Well, everything is working good, and I'm pretty excited about it. This is a nice backup system. I love the fact that I can sit here and I can turn the blinkers on. I can go back and forth. I see exactly what's on the side of me, so I don't have the issue of, hopefully not hitting somebody anyway. So anyway, so that takes care of this particular project. So the backup camera system is in, and we are done with that. So we'll move on to our next project. But thanks for coming along with me. Hope this helps you out, and we'll just plan on seeing you down the road somewhere or on our next video. So take care.